All right, continuing lesson 3-12, we are on journal page 93. Up at the top, now we're subtracting a group. It just gets your picture to show 10 toy cars with 4 wheels on each car. How many wheels are there in all? Well, we're not talking about rows. You could do an array again, but I like to draw pictures. So 10 toy cars. Let's imagine this is one toy car. And there's 4 wheels on a car. That makes sense. So maybe you draw your wheels over here and over here, front and back and front and back. And I say there are 1, 2, 3, 4 wheels. Now this is just one car, and there's 4 wheels on each. So we need to draw 10 cars. Go ahead, put me on pause, draw your picture. All right, if you are back, you have 10 cars drawn. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And what would I put in all my other cars? Well, it says each car has 4. That means this one has 4. This one has 4. You got it. This one has 4. And this one. And this one. And you guessed it, this car. Oh, and that car. And this car. And car number 9. And lastly, car number 10. Write a multiplication number. Multiplication number model. Multiplication sign, we're timesing, we're multiplying, and then also what does it equal? Well, if I have 10 cars and there's 4 wheels on each, that means I'm counting 4 how many times? I'm counting 4 10 times. Or I'm counting 10 how many times? 4. 10 times 4. Well, I know how to count my tens better, so I'm going to count 10 4 times. Count with me. 10, 20, 30, 40. Good. We have 40 cars? No, we have 40 wheels because that's asking how many wheels in all. So 40 wheels. That makes sense. 10 cars, 40 wheels. Now it says use a colored pencil to change your picture to show the number of wheels on 9 toy cars with 4 wheels on each. So still 4 wheels on each car. These can stay the same, but you know what? Now I need 9 toy cars. If I have 10 here, 9 is less by how much? By 1 car. So I'm going to take my color, and you know what? I'm just going to cross off the 10th car because I only need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It says explain what you did. In your own words, explain what I just did and what you just did. Write a number model to describe your new picture. I want you to put me on pause and try to write your number model down yourself. Then come back and we'll compare. All right, you should be back with a number model. You should have explained what you did to have 9 toy cars and then our number model. Well, before we had 10 times 4, but now we only have 9 cars with 4 wheels. So 9 times 4 equals, and you know what? I'm not really sure. But what factor stays the same? 10 times 4 and 9 times 4. What factor stays the same? The 4 stays the same. So you know what? 40 was like counting 4 how many times? 10 times. Now my 4 stays the same. I'm counting 4 how many times? 9 times. Is 9 greater or less than 10? 9 is less than 10 by how many? 9 is 1 less than 10, which means we need to take one number less than 40. That means I need to take 4 away from 40 because I'm counting 4 one less time. Before I counted it 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I counted it 10 times, but now I'm only counting it 9 times. I need to take away a 4 because look at, I'm counting by 4s and I have 1 less. So 40 minus 4 is, well, what's my 10 factor of 4? 6 plus 4 equals 10. So I know that 6 is going to be in my 1's place, and 1 less 10 is 30. Because look at 6 plus 4 would be 10, add a 10 there, and that's 40. Great job. How did knowing 10 times 4 help you figure out 9 times 4? Go ahead and solve this one. Put me on pause. When you have this all completed, head on over to the next journal page. Okay, number 2 says, suppose you don't know the answer to 4 times 7. Oopsie daisy. Suppose you don't know the answer to 4 times 7. Your helper fact is 5 times 7. Well, count 7 how many times? 5 times. Ready? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. That makes sense to me. Use pictures, numbers, or words to show how you can use 5 times 7 to figure out 4 times 7. Well, and you know what number I see stays the same is 7. So maybe I want to do groups of 7 since 7 stays the same. Da 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 da. I started with 4 times 7. But you know what? I want to use my helper fact. And I know how to count by 5s. Oops, that's probably not the best color. So I went like this and I said 5 7s is 35. But you know what? I only want to count 4 times 7. So I'm going to take this one away, which means I need to do 35. And am I adding or taking away a 7? Because the 7 is the one I'm counting by because that's the repeated number. Well, I figured out 5 times 7, and now 4 is less than 5. So I'm taking away a 7. I need to subtract. Can I do 5 take away 7? No, I can't. The number on top is smaller. If I have 5 slices of pizza, you can't eat 7 slices of pizza. So I need to go knock, knock, knock. I go next door. I take one away. It becomes a 2. I say, here you go. I give you a 10. 10 plus 5 is 15. 15 take away 7. Well, you know, 7 plus 7 is 14. So 15 take away 7 must be 8. Because 8 plus 7 would be 15. I would just need to add one more. Good. 2 take away nothing is 2. My new answer is 28. Amazing. Now it says try this. So this is for you. Write a fact you don't know. Then write a helper fact you can use to help solve it. A fact you do not know. That means this factor and this factor cannot be zeros. It can't be 1s either. It can't be 2s. It can't be 5s. And it can't be 10s. Because we know how to count by those easier than we know how to count by, let's say, 7s or 8s or 9s or 6s or 4s or 3s. So you put 2 factors that you don't really know how to count by, and then you figure out a helper fact. What's super important when you figure out your helper fact is one of these numbers has to be the same because we have to be counting by the same number. Look at this here. The same number here was 7 and 7. This would be like saying 4. Oh, no. That's not what we should do. Hang on a sec. You can't use 4 and 7 because they just used above, but I am going to use that as an example. 4 and 7 could go here because I'm still on the eraser. 4 and 7 could still go here because they're not 0s, 1s, 2s, 5s, or 10s. And then here is how I would figure out my helper fact. I would say, what's 1 less than 3 or 1 less than 4? It's 3. Do I know how to count by 3s really well? Not really. What's 1 more than 4? Oh, it's 5. I know how to count by 5s, so maybe I'll change this one. What's 1 less than 7? It's 6. Do I know how to count by 6 pretty easily? Not so much. Well, what's 1 more than 7? It's 8. Do I know how to count by 8s really well? You know what? I know how to count by 5s really well. So I'm going to make this a 5 because this is a number I can understand. But remember, we have to keep one of the factors the exact same. So I would have to bring down 7. Now I have a number that repeats and I have one that changed that I can count by easier. And then I would say this is 35. And then down here, I would figure out my answer to my fact. Now again, can you use 4 times 7? No, because we just figured it out above. So I want you to come up with your own new fact. Remember, that can't be facts you know how to count by in the top. It should be facts that you know how to count by in the bottom. Then use this space to draw out your helper facts or your unknown, to use numbers or pictures, whatever you need. Once you're finished with that, go on over to math boxes and then send all these pictures to your teacher. Okay, you guys are doing awesome. Keep up the great work.